Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. We are back in Heroes of the Storm today to complete some more daily quests. I've let two pile up here. We have to play 2 games with the specialist hero, and then also play 2 games as a warrior hero. I had 1 extra game to play as a support, and I stopped recording for the day, and I came back later that night and played a support without even thinking, so I kind of messed up that episode. But in today's video, we're going to be playing as Gazlowe. There's not a lot of people online right now. It's like midday on a Monday, so it's not that surprising. Not very many people actually have access to this game. You can see there's only 570 users in the chat channels, which is really fucking low. Anyway, Gazlowe is a goblin from the Warcraft universe. He focuses on using turrets and is really, really good at controlling areas of the map. Really, really good at zoning. And it's pretty fun to play. It has been requested for me to play him, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into a game.
Anyone order a one-man wrecking crew?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the Dragonshire map. I think it's probably best for me to take mid lane on this map. Our abilities are our Q, which is a rocket turret. We lay a turret down on the ground. It has a range that it can attack in. Pretty basic stuff. Our W is Death Laser. This allows us to charge up a laser attack. We have to remain stationary when it's charging, but after it's done, it can do a pretty devastating amount of damage to a pretty decent area. It looks like everyone wants mid. And my E is basically a satchel charge that I could throw down on the ground. As far as what I want for my initial talents, let's go with increased mana gained when I pick up scrap. Basically, scrap is whenever one of my turrets die or something like that, we get scrap that we can pick up that will increase our mana capacity. Well, not our mana capacity. It'll regenerate some mana, and it will also Zeratul right here again. He's being real aggressive, and it'll also reduce our cooldowns a little bit. I'm probably a really good character to go against Zeratul. Every time he engages, he runs the risk of walking into one of my turrets. So we're just going to zone him out with turrets. Place him in the middle of the lane, zone him out. Also, it's a good idea for Gazlowe to be in the mid lane on this map, simply because I can control the Dragon Knight structure so well. So I'm going to sit back here a little bit out of his range and fire my laser. Yeah, we kind of counter Zeratul pretty well. So I'm not going to worry about pushing per se, but I am going to worry about keeping him back. I'm going to make sure I always have turrets down to incentivize him not to engage on me. Now the shrines are active. Our team is going down to the bot lane. They are contesting that pretty well. Oh, maybe not. It's a Nova and a Sergeant Hammer versus a Falstad and Demon Hunter. I would say the enemy team definitely has more damage burst down there. We do have access to the top shrine. We're soon going to have access to the bottom shrine as well. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. And oh, we lost top. We lost top that fast, and I just hit the wrong button. All right, don't worry about it. Just reset up the turrets. No big deal. I was almost the Dragon Knight. So up at the top lane, it looks like Zeratul roamed up there with the enemy Sergeant Hammer, and they're controlling that pretty well. Zeratul might have a good opportunity to come up behind me here, although I don't know if he will. We have leveled up again. For my next talent, I will get basic attacks, increase the duration of rocket turrets. I'm going to focus on turrets with this build if you haven't picked up on that. Looking like Zeratul wants to stay up in the top lane. I can't say I blame him too much. While these shrines are active, I'm also not going to be doing very much jungling. I do really like to jungle on Gazlowe. He excels at it. But I'm not going to leave these middle turrets vulnerable. Not going to happen. Let's charge this and see if he comes back. I don't think he will. He has sight of me. Oh, he did come back! Oh, we have him, we have him, we have him. I'm taking him. Sergeant Hammer's actually going to have to unsiege to try to contest me, and Nova actually comes in to interrupt me there. Very nicely done on her part. Let's go ahead, drop down another turret here, provide me with a little bit of coverage. I hope my team understands I can't get this. I hope they understand. I'm trying again. Nova once again here. I believe that might be a decoy. No, that's the real thing. And the friendly Demon Hunter is going to chase her down. Well, this is going to be a dead front line. One of these turrets is already out of ammunition, and the other one is still at full. But Nova getting a little overeager. I could have potentially killed her there with a well-placed Flame Breath, but I was just a little off. Just a little off. Zeratul re-engaging and then blinking over the tree line. Just trying to scare Tyrande, I guess. Oh, Nova coming in from behind the towers is going to take down the enemy Nova. That was unexpected. Why? Trading one for one usually isn't worth it. Zeratul coming in, blinking out at the fucking last second. I can't believe we didn't kill him. I'm just going to go ahead and take down the well here as well. Let's have some fun with Sergeant Hammer, and then I'm going to get out. Let's breathe one more flame thing, and now it's time for me to leave. So now that that has been completed, now that I've fulfilled my duties as a mid lane character, we can go ahead and start jungling. Rocket turrets can hit up to 2 targets. Yes. Or do I want the slow? The slow might be really good. Let's go with the slow. All right. 1 turret down. 2 turrets down. Let the fun begin. This is the easiest possible jungling you can do in this game. Your turrets just do all the work for you. Granted, I probably put them a little bit too close and they're taking a little bit too much damage. But hey, that's all right. I'm not perfect. Ideally, I think what you would want to do is, I'll do it on the next one. I think you want to place your turrets like behind you, so you're tanking the initial damage there. It looks like they got the siege camp on the other side, so I'm going to head up to the mercenary camp. It's going to be kind of difficult for me to do by myself, but we can give it a go. So I'm going to start this one off. I definitely want the turrets tanking for me here. We can go ahead and start charging this baby girl. Alright, fire that, throw down the satchel charge, and as always, we want to focus the priest in the back first. We'll lay down another turret in the middle of these guys, get some more damage output going. 1 turret is down. Throw down another satchel charge. We're gonna have to tank here a little bit. I do have access to my well. I haven't used my well at all yet. So that's alright. We'll be totally fine. The longer I charge that W ability, the more damage it does, so I really should be charging it to its full extent. But, you know, whatever. Alright, 1 mercenary camp is going to be going top for our team. The enemy does have a decent chance to get their side, so I'm actually going to head over there really fast and see if they are doing that. Meanwhile, the friendly Demon Hunter is trying to chase down Sergeant Hammer. It's going to fall just a little bit short on that. He got away by the skin of his teeth. We can go ahead and level up again. I'm going to get the Gravel Bomb. Demon Hunter wants to trade with me here. I hope she understands what that means. She's going to have to trade with my turrets, too. Let's go ahead and drop some more turrets at her feet. Force her out of here. I'm going to start charging my laser. That was a mistake. And I'm going to be forced back. She does kill me with the Hungering Arrow, but I get the kill off. Or Nova got the kill off. I'm not sure which one. My mistake there was I charged my laser outside of my turret range. That was dumb. That was real dumb. The enemy team now has both shrines activated, and they could potentially take the center Dragon Knight if they are able to push up and do so. Meanwhile, Tyrande does re-secure the top shrine for us, which means they can no longer activate the middle Dragon Knight. The XP differential, it is 10 to 10. Very, very even game as far as XP goes, but we do have some ground advantage on them. We have pushed just a little bit harder than they have. Zeratul walking into that bush right here. We could just see his glimmer for a moment. It looks like a team fight is erupting over here. I'm going to try to cut off their escape. Tyrande is going to fall here, but I will do my best to actually fight this. I'm feeling relatively confident here. We're going to throw a satchel charge. Oh. All right, Gravel Bomb going down. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, turret. I didn't get it. Top and bottom shrine are activated by the enemy team and the Sergeant Hammer, who I didn't kill. Oh, it's now the Dragon Knight. That is unfortunate. So what the Gravel Bomb does, I didn't really talk about it. I just kind of picked this in the moment. The Gravel Bomb, you throw it down on the ground. It's a relatively big circle. I can't really show that while I'm dead. Or while it's on cooldown, but it's a relatively big circle, and anything that's caught in that circle will get pulled to the center of it and take damage. So it's a good form of crowd control, also a good form of damage output. And in general, just a good team fight ability. Well, now that the Dragon Knight has been cleaned up, I do have an opportunity to jungle yet again. I want to make sure I do this before the enemy team notices. So we're going to go over here. We're going to start this. And I'll tank both of these guys while my turrets do all the work. Let's throw a satchel charge down as well. I really like to focus on the jungle when I'm playing as Gazlowe. He's a really, really effective jungle hero. Alright. That's one camp for us. I'm going to head down to the bottom camp now. I know Nova wants me to help her over there, but I'm focusing on getting mercenaries. That's the intent of my character. Alright, one more turret going down. Throw down the satchel charge. I need to make sure I'm getting salvage when I can. You can see, I mean, we're not really doing much with our mana, but you can see how just mana intensive this is. Alright, we've leveled up again. We can make our death lasers slow enemy heroes. I can throw 2 charges in rapid succession. I can deal AoE damage around me. All of these seem like decent choices. Oh shit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The satchel charge going down. Gonna try to zone Sergeant Hammer out of this a little bit. He does actually... Oh, we have to leave. We have to leave. Just barely missing that bomb there as well. I don't want to just give this to them, though. I am going to contest them capturing. I do not want them capturing. So he's actually just gonna... Oh, Nova re-engaging. Trinde is able to get the stun down on Nova. My turret is still here for support. Not anymore, it has fallen, but Trinde does pick up the kill on the enemy Nova. But they also gain access to the siege giants who just fucking start taking down our well, so that well is no longer active. I thought I could have been a little bit more effective in that engagement, but that's okay. I'm actually going to go with the sprint. We don't really have any escape ability, so I think having the sprint will just overall increase my survivability. I mean, I'm doing okay this game. I have a lot more deaths than I'm used to having, so... You know, that could always be better. That could always be better. We did manage to get 2... Oh, no, shit. Shit. I'm heading middle. I'm heading middle. They have both the shrines again. They do potentially have access to it. We now retake the bottom shrine. Trinde, Sergeant Hammer, and Nova prioritizing that bottom shrine. That is definitely the right time to do that. I'm just going to hold middle. I'm going to make sure they don't get it. I'm going to set up a little siege line here, and I'm fairly confident in my ability to ward off any would-be attackers. Go ahead, charge my laser. We'll get this lane pushing a little bit. They now hold both shrines again. Let's lay down some more turrets. If anyone does attack me, my main goal should just be to kite them around this area. The friendly Nova does take over the top shrine, but the Demon Hunter was right behind her, so it's very likely that the Demon Hunter will just be taking that back momentarily. Sergeant Hammer moving in siege. Oh my god. Wow, what an ambush. So Sergeant Hammer was moving down the lane in siege mode, taking out my turrets one by one by one by one. When I stop to charge my laser, I get jumped from the top bush by Zeratul. I get jumped from the bottom bush by Nova. Both stealth characters, they just take me down damn near instantaneously. There's nothing I could have done in that situation other than reposition, other than not be there. I'm going to increase the maximum number of rocket charges I can have, rocket turret charges. I'm going to increase that to 4. This means instead of being able to put 2 rocket turrets down at a time, I can actually put 4 down at a time. Sergeant Hammer looks like she's staying... Nope. Sergeant Hammer is once again moving down to the bottom lane. Nova is in a pretty decent position to take that bottom tower, fighting Falstad. I believe she has the advantage there, especially since Falstad missed his hammer. And she does not, but Sergeant Hammer is in position, does have sight with siege mode, or at least should have sight with siege mode. We do end up losing the top tower again, unfortunately. And now we no longer have the bottom tower as well. So I'm actually going to set up a turret here and head top. I feel like I keep trying to position myself to be able to take the Dragon Shrine, but I think I need to position myself to defend a turret. I think that's what my team needs a little bit more right now. So, or excuse me, defend a tower. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to ping middle. I'm going to let them know it's coming. Hopefully they notice. The Demon Hunter might be in a pretty decent position to take this. We do have my turret covering her momentarily. Please take it. Please. Okay, she can't. Sergeant Hammer's right there. Well, I'm just going to siege up a little bit up here. And then, oh. One of the enemies is right here. Hello, buddy. Hello, friend. You see what I meant about countering Zeratul? That's what I meant about countering Zeratul. I brought him out of stealth. Oh my god, please someone get the Middle Stride. We are fighting so hard for this. I brought him out of stealth with my W, dropped a Saptor Charge on him, dropped the Graviton Bomb, the Gravo Bomb onto him as well, and then he was just fucked because he was stuck in melee range in front of my turrets. I'm gonna go ahead and siege up here. This is gonna allow me to kind of deal with these mercenaries a little bit. I should be putting my turrets behind the minion line. That would definitely be the best thing to do. Fuck, they got top turret. As I run away, I'm just gonna drop turrets. She's smart enough not to walk in them, probably. Oh, it doesn't matter. They got the fucking Dragon Knight again. They got the fucking Dragon Knight again. Alright, I'm gonna recall, try to help with that. Maybe I should have stayed and taken down the mercenary camp. I really don't know which one was the right thing to do. Dragon Knight already at half health is going to knock down that tier 1 fort. The fucking rocket coming out from Sergeant Hammer is going to deal a ton of damage. Here, let's see if I can body block him a little bit, keep him in range of my turrets just a little bit longer. That does work, and the Dragon Knight has fallen without being able to really do much damage. The level differential is still 18 to 18, very, very close game. Sergeant Hammer sieging up down in those bushes below us is going to have sight of us, but that means our Sergeant Hammer also has sight of him. Looks like our Sergeant Hammer went for a little bit longer range. Nova's in this bush right next to me. She could deal a pretty devastating amount of burst damage, as you just saw there. Fuck. Here, let's see how... I need to jungle. I need to jungle right now. That's what I need to do for my team. They might be thinking the same thing, however. No, it doesn't look like they are. Alright, let's get this going. Clear this as fast as we can. Satchel going down. Oh god. The rocket just flying through. We are slightly ahead on XP right now. Very slightly. Enemy getting the left siege camp. I got the right siege camp. I'm going to try to head down to the bottom. Looks like the Demon Hunter is engaging Zeratul there. Zeratul popping his ult is going to stick to her like glue. But she is able to push him back and pick up the kill there. Very nicely done. Once again, just going to lay my turrets down here. I want to make sure we have the advantage for siege, because that's what I excel at. Meanwhile, Nova is taking down my mercenaries, which I don't like. I did waste my little ultimate thing there. I'll admit that. She is in the middle of my turrets, but my turrets are like not shooting her. my turret was choosing to prioritize fucking minions over the Nova that was killing me, probably because she's a stealth character. There are some characters that completely fuck up Gazlowe's turrets. One of those is the Witch Doctor. If the Witch Doctor is playing his character properly, or, you know, wants to fake out a enemy Gazlowe. I don't know if it's the proper way to play the character or anything, but if he wants to fake out an enemy, oh my god, they got the towers instantly. Nova is going to use her ultimate to take down the Sergeant Hammer, who is once again trying to go for his third Dragon Knight. The enemy team now pushing the middle lane. Nova coming out of stealth. Falstad is going to be engaging on the Demon Hunter as well, as the enemy Demon Hunter comes behind the friendly Demon Hunter. Tyrande out of position to help here at all, and they are going to once again get the Dragon Knight. Fuck, fuck, fuck. That's not good. That's not good. They are now pushing to an extent that I don't know if we can recover from. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. They're way more on top of these timers. I'm gonna get the upgrade to my ultimate, which I can't use right now. Let's try to zone this guy out a little bit. He is gonna use his knockback on Tyrande. Not something that I agree with there. Is gonna be using his flame breath on my turrets. Once again, not something I agree with there. My turrets are so insignificant to the Dragon Knight. He's gonna be knocking Sergeant Hammer out of siege mode. Run, Tyrande! Oh god, this is tense. Can I stop him? Can I stop him? Looks like that's gonna be a yes. I do catch her in the gravity beam. I died and it took my view off of that momentarily. The Demon Hunter did re-engage when I was low on health and did take me down. I fired my ult at the instant before I died, and it did catch her. With the upgrade to my ult, it does more damage and has a significantly larger range. You can see this bomb that's traveling around the map. That's from the enemy Sergeant Hammer. At level 20, that thing can actually begin to orbit. So you can see it here. And it just travels around the map and around the map and around the map. It's actually really cool. I'm not too sure what he's aiming at. I guess he's aiming at these towers here. He just wants to siege down the top towers. Usually what a lot of people do is aim for the Nexus with that. The enemy team does pick up our mercenaries and is pushing down top lane, but they're a little bit out of position. Sergeant Hammer is going to instantly die. The enemy Nova is getting engaged on by our Demon Hunter and is going to near instantly die. Turinde getting out with very little health, but we should be able to deal with this top mercenary push just fine. I don't feel like I'm playing Gazlowe anywhere near his skill cap. Oh. Did she make it through? Oh, no, she didn't. I hate how the camera changes your angle the instant you die. I want to see what's going on in these fights, damn it. Okay, well, I'm going to head down bottom. We need to make sure we're controlling these mercenary camps. So next time the timer pops up, I'm going to take it upon myself to siege up at the bottom camp and make sure they don't get it. But for right now, jungling is probably the best thing to do. We have pushed top lane all the way to second tier. We have pushed middle lane all the way to second tier. Bot lane is still not at second tier, so that's where we need to make the most progress. 4 players on the enemy team are still dead, so we do have the advantage here as far as jungle control. And we should be able to pick this up fairly easily. It would probably be more advantageous for us to pick up their mercenary camp while they're dead, but we're in a position now where I didn't act upon that. So we would be a little late to the party, and they would probably gang up on me.
The dragon awaits, heroes.
The dragon awaits.
And destroy your enemy.
I know they're coming. I know they are. I know they are. But I want this. Let's throw down the satchel. Let's get this done as fast as possible. Falstad is taking it upon himself to clean up these siege camps, but at least it's stopping him from doing something productive. Meanwhile, the enemy team does pick up the top mercenary camp, and that's going to be pushing top lane. The Demon Hunter and Sergeant Hammer are in position to take top tower. We just don't have anyone in position to take middle, so I guess Sergeant Hammer is going to be making his way over to middle lane. I'm going to try to go over there to give him a little bit of support. He does start to channel the Dragon Knight. He doesn't start to channel the Dragon Knight because we lost top lane. All right, top lane is going to be my bitch. I am going to hold top lane. Just going to ult this. I don't want to have to deal with these guys. I don't want to have to deal with these guys. Oh, fuck. Please tell me they're not getting that. Excuse me. Block it! Block it! Turinde, block it! Turinde blocked it. The enemy Nova has been killed. I'm trying to take this before Zeratul can grab it. Okay, we have gotten it. We have gotten it. We've thwarted Zeratul. We have thwarted Zeratul. Please heal me. Thank you. I'm trying my best here. I really am. I'm not a very good Gazlowe player, but I'm trying my best here. If he re-engages here, I'm going to hit him with the death laser. He decided not to. Alright. We hold top. Top is my bitch. I will hold top. If I didn't explain it, I think I did. The reason I used my ultimate on those mercenaries is because top has been chiseled down so much by the enemy Sergeant Hammer's ultimate that I didn't want it to fall to that mercenary camp because I really feel like it would have. Alright, we got 2 people coming in here on the enemy team. I can kind of fuck with them, but I can't stop this. Or I could get a fucking awesome laser on the enemy Sergeant, or the enemy Falstad, I believe that was, as the Demon Hunter comes in and just wrecks their world. That was awesome. That was awesome. 3 down, we need to push. I could not agree more. Here I go. Gazlowe is pushing top. Oh shit. Enemy Nova coming out of nowhere. I am gonna hit her with the death beam. Is that gonna be enough? I fucking doubt it. She's Nova. Please block it. Oh, fantastic stun by the enemy the friendly Turinde is gonna stop the Nova from channeling her ultimate. That was an amazing stun. That was an amazing stun. Well done. Fucking well done. That was awesome. That would play the fucking game right there. That saved my life for sure. For fucking sure. Alright, time to siege up. These towers will be mine. I'm gonna just charge the death laser. Can siege up a little bit more. I'm gonna ult this. I don't care. It does a ton of siege damage. Falstad's flying in behind me, so I'm pretty much dead. Yeah, there's no getting out of this. I do push all of top lane though, so I guess not really worth it. Not really. I'm not even gonna try to justify that. I should have been looking at the respawn timers. Quite simply, I wasn't looking at them. I was so caught up in the moment of pushing. Looks like Sergeant Hammer's making his way up, up to top lane. Yet again. They already have possession of the top tower. The bottom tower is also in their possession. Our team is focusing on mercenaries right now, and they do end up getting another Dragon Knight. Instantly getting another Dragon Knight. What's this guy's name? Catabolic. So that would be their Falstad. That's actually who I thought was getting it. Falstad's such a mobile character, is fantastic on this map. Can actually cap bottom lane and then damn near instantly be in the middle. I'm dead for another 12 seconds, although I will try to make something happen. This is such a strong push. This game could easily be over right now. The enemy Dragon Knight actually choosing to focus down turrets rather than pushing for the win. Not what I would do for sure. I mean, the Dragon Knight, he seems apprehensive to use it. Oh, the enemy Nova is going to pick up the kill on the friendly Nova, but the friendly Nova does manage to lay down the nuke where the enemy Nova was using that triple tap ability. And he wasted that Dragon Knight. Wow. That Dragon Knight could have been so much... Oh, Pet, will you please attack the fucking bird? God, these fucking turrets. Alright, well, while the Dragon Knight escapades were going on, the enemy Demon Hunter does manage to push down the bottom lane with the help of the siege golems. I feel like I would have been a lot more effective this game if we had a tank to kind of initiate these fights and keep them contained. I've been using my ultimate a lot on minions just because we haven't been in many team fights. We haven't been in very many good team fights where I can actually land my ultimate. So I've been walking around with it off of cooldown like this entire fucking game and ended up using it on minions. The enemy Sergeant Hammer is now using her ultimate to chip away at our Nexus. This is going to keep our shields at a particular level. And again, this thing is just going to keep orbiting and orbiting and orbiting. I need to get out of its way, actually. Excuse me.
Your core is under attack.
Our core is under attack. It was from the thing. Nothing to worry about. I don't think our team knows that, though, and they are heading back there now. Falstad is here. I'm out of position. Let's drop the ultimate. Wow, I actually got Zeratul there as well. Oh god. Oh god, just back it up. Keep playing turrets as I run. They do manage to somehow amazingly clean up that team fight. It's always a little scary to throw down an ultimate and see that a stealth guy's just hanging out there. It's always a little scary. They do manage to pick up the top mercenary camp, so they're going to be pushing top a little bit. They're already in position to take this shit. I mean, look at Sergeant Hammer up there. He's already ready to go. If they get another Dragon Knight, it's game over. I don't think our team realizes this. We're just going to set up and try to deal with these mercenaries. These mercenaries by themselves get in the game right now. So this is important. Come on, turrets, do a little bit more damage for me. And they walk right by this shrine, don't take it, and guess who's going to get Dragon Knight momentarily. I'll try to stop him. I'm a little bit too far behind. I don't know why they didn't even think about defending that. It's like the team just kind of gave up. Well, whatever. We have people rage quitting on our team now. Oh well, that's a good game. It was a close game throughout the entire thing. I mean, our XP, I've never seen a game with this close of XP, ever. I'm gonna get back in there, try to throw down the ultimate, try to stop this a little bit. I do pick up the kill on the Demon Hunter there. but it's not going to be enough. Nowhere near enough to stop the Dragon Knight. The enemy team was much more composed in their ability to hold down those towers and take the Dragon Knight. They were very, very coordinated in that aspect, whereas my team was not. We were definitely nowhere near that kind of coordination. I mean, I was trying to do what I can, but the fact of the matter is I died 7 times, which is way more than I usually die. And it does look like they were team fighting a lot, and I wasn't in them. So I definitely think I'm partially to blame for that. Definitely. Anyway, that covers today's episode of the Daily Quest. I don't feel like I played Gazlowe as well as I could have. But, you know, it was requested for me to play him, so I thought I would give him a go. Thank you all for watching, and we will be back very soon with another episode.